always start my question with Mr. Duva. During your time in the U.S. Attorney's Office, you've developed impressive trial practice and have personally tried more than 20 cases to jury verdict. Please tell us how your experience handling the nuts and bolts of criminal prosecution has prepared you to lead this Justice Department of Criminal Division.
Thank you, Chairman Grassley, and thank you for your time in your office last week. I thought we had a great discussion. I think what you learn 18 years on the line as a line AUSA as you progress into more complicated cases is how to lead teams. And I did that with FBI, DEA, HSI, and many other agencies. I intentionally stayed on the line because of the specialties that I developed, and I thought I made the biggest difference for the American people in the cases that I prosecuted. And in fact, you always want the next one. When you finish a great case and you have some in the hopper, you can't wait to get to the next one. So I felt like doing the nuts and bolts work, as you mentioned, Mr. Chairman, is what will prepare me and has prepared me to lead the trial attorneys and their immediate supervisors and their supervisors in the criminal division, because what we will focus on is doing the best cases that we can that make the biggest impact for all American people, regardless of who you are or where you live.
Justice Crane, you got an award from Louisiana's largest victim rights organization, Crime Fighters, Inc., and this is also an issue as chairman of the committee that I've tried to advocate for victims' rights. Can you tell us a bit about the role of a judge in protecting victims of crime? And I congratulate you on your Judge of the Year award from the Crime Fighters.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My first role as a judge, and quite frankly, the award, while I was honored to get the reward, obviously I didn't seek the award. The first role as a judge is to be fair and impartial to all the parties that come before the court. But you can't lose sight, and in Louisiana we have constitutional provisions that actually protect the rights of victims. So there are things that many states don't have that we have expressly done in the law to protect victims. So I was very proud to get that award, honored to get the award. I do feel like at times that victims' voices, and maybe it's because they are not typically protected, the defendant's rights are constitutionally protected that come through the court, and oftentimes the victims do not get the same protections. But once again, my job as a judge, my role as a judge is to be fair and impartial to all parties. And because of the laws in Louisiana, we're able to give particular protections to victims.
Mr. Van Hook, in the USA's office, you've litigated hundreds of cases. And I said in my opening statement, I'll repeat, you've tried 18 cases to jury. You've also served as acting U.S. Attorney for the Western District of your state on 3 separate occasions. Tell us how your wide range of prosecutorial experience has prepared you for the federal branch.
Mr. Chairman, you know, I've been fortunate. My entire legal career has been in service to the United States. I started clerking for 2 fabulous judges, one on the Fifth Circuit and one in the district court, and I then started the job of my dreams as being an assistant United States attorney. And in that job, I've appeared in federal courts hundreds and hundreds of times and handled hundreds and hundreds of cases. And I've seen some judges that have been absolutely fantastic. And I have watched them treat people fairly with dignity and respect and move their dockets along in such a way as to provide justice to the parties before them. And I believe that just that front row seat has given me the perspective that I would need to be a United States District Judge if I'm fortunate enough to be confirmed.
My last question will go to Mr. Duva. During your career as a federal prosecutor, you've earned numerous awards and commendations. You've received honors from the U.S. Attorney's Office, Department of Homeland Security, ICE, IRS, FBI, Secret Service. What have you learned from collaborating across these federal agencies that you think will best serve you as the leader of the criminal division?
I learned teamwork, Chairman Grassley. In the more complicated cases, as I mentioned before, as you grow as a prosecutor, you have to take the right steps at the right time and work together with the law enforcement agencies. And at times I worked with the criminal division, the fraud section, the public integrity section. And difficult cases are difficult to make. And I learned patience, strategy, teamwork, and the proper use of the grand jury to make those cases. But teamwork is the word that I would use most often.